Hello everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live on this chilly Wednesday evening, at least where I am. It's pretty chilly outside. Let me make sure everything's working right. Yep, we're good. I always have to go onto my own Facebook page and make sure the audio and everything's working right, so what's the purpose of having a video if you can't hear what's going on or see? So anyways, welcome to my Facebook Live. It's kind of a little video that I've started to do. This is my fourth Facebook Live. I made it a goal of mine in 2018 to start a Facebook Live. Nothing really set in stone, just I knew I wanted to have a platform just to speak my thoughts or give advice on some social media tips or things like that. So this is where I come every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Kelsey. I own and run and manage, whatever you want to say, my own digital media consultancy, where I do social media management. I've been doing videography, photography. I've been a part of a launch for a website, a bunch of whole different little things that I'm finding out what I'm good at, what I'm not so good at, which I think is important. So welcome to the Facebook Live tonight. So what are we talking about tonight? Well, first of all, I want to talk about sowing the digital seed. And then I have a special announcement to make, which I'm really, really excited. It's been a long time coming. So I promise we'll get to that soon. So the first question when what I wanted to do tonight was explain kind of what I do. I get a lot of questions nowadays. People are like, what exactly do you do? Like they're trying to be polite, right? Which I totally get. So what exactly do I do? I really don't know yet what I'm doing. That's the thing about being fresh out of college. You're discovering what you're good at and what you're not good at. But I've found that I love helping people with technology, with computers, and that's kind of translated into social media strategy and helping businesses find their niche within digital media, so exactly what they want to do. So what exactly do? I do a lot of things from social media management. Let's say I have a client that wants me to help maintain their Facebook page. I'm the person that writes the copy, chooses the images, and strategize on when to post it and how to get engagement. So that's kind of what I do. I need to work on a 30-second elevator speech, kind of, because when someone asks me what I do, it kind of turns into like a 2-minute. And it depends on their age range. If, no offense, but if they're younger, they tend to get it. But if they're like someone that's older, I just tell them I worked on the computer, and that's good enough for them. So my big point that I wanted to get tonight is talking about digital media, specifically in the agriculture industry. I first got my personal Facebook. Oh gosh, I should have looked before I got on. It was before high school. So I was going to say 2008 I got my first Facebook. I got my first Twitter account in 2012, I believe it was. Then I got Instagram not till my freshman year of college, which was 2013, and I got Snapchat before I got Instagram, and I just kind of played around with it, and I loved social media. I'll admit it, I was a stalker at times on social media, and I loved following my friends, my high school friends that were no longer around me every day, and so that's how I found myself in social media. And specifically, I found myself on Twitter participating in Ag Chat. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ag Chat. That goes on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Found myself involved with things like that, and I was meeting a ton of new people from across the U.S. that were participating in those chats. And I come to find out that farmers and ranchers are active on social media. Let me scoop this over a little bit. Farmers and ranchers are active on social media. I know we preach, like last week I talked about the 5 things you should do, why you should go on live stream, 5 reasons why you should go live, I think I titled it. And I talked about how we always preach to farmers and ranchers, tell your story, tell your story, tell your story. We get it, tell your story. But I was giving them a specific platform to do that on. It was live streaming, Facebook Live, Instagram Live stories, things like that. And I've noticed through involvement on specifically Twitter and Instagram, farmers and ranchers are on social media. So I think we have to quit telling them to tell your story and help them tell it. There's a big need I've found since graduating colleges that rural businesses don't have the budget, they don't have the money to really hire a full-time communications person to help with their strategy, and that's where I've kind of found my niches. I was available for those small rural businesses that needed some help in the communications area, specifically with social media, taking photos and doing video and things like that. So, what am I trying to say here? Farmers and ranchers, they are on social media. So I think we need to quit pushing them to be on social media. Instead, help them with strategy, help them discover what they're good at, whether it's photos, videos, and ultimately lead them to a place where they can take the reins and then do it for themselves. So, and then I talked about the need for specialists. I see a ton of new people with the job title of digital media specialist. That is great. We have resources available out on the internet of people that want to help do the digital media strategy that so many farmers, ranchers, and rural businesses need. And there are, I could rattle off names of people that do that for a living. So farmers and ranchers, the resources are out there. If you're looking to branch out and do something new on social media to engage with consumers, I don't want this to be a promo for me, but email me, contact me, contact any other resources you have, because it's just as simple as collaborating with a digital media specialist in order to take your platform and your content to that higher level. So that's one thing that you can do to help elevate your social media strategy. And that's the kind of thing that I wanted to do on these Facebook Lives, like I said earlier, is give tips and tricks of how you can elevate your own content. Because I know it can get expensive hiring another person, whether it's part-time, full-time, hourly, whatever. I know it can get expensive, so I want my mission to help farmers, ranchers, rural businesses. I want to help them learn how to use these social media tools so that they can elevate. I keep saying that word, elevate, so that they can run their own content and tell their own story. Because I keep hearing this over and over again. If you don't tell your story, someone else will. And I want to help you learn those tools of how to reach consumers. Because everyone is a communicator. I really wish it would be required in high schools and colleges that people take more than one communication class, especially in the ag industry, because farmers and ranchers, they are their own communicators. And I learned so much from internships, classes, and things like that on how to properly communicate. And while I don't think you can be the perfect communicator, you can get started. So that's my little preach tonight. So, and one of the things also I wanted to say is it's important just to get started. I started this Facebook Live at the start of 2018, I think this is my fourth one so far, and I was so nervous to do this Facebook Live because I was like, oh, I wouldn't have anything to talk about. And honestly, I know what I'm going to talk about right after I get off that week's live for next week. And now that I'm doing my fourth one, I honestly hopped on probably about 10 minutes before and was ready to do what I was going to say. So it's important just to get started. If you want to take consumers on a virtual tour of your farm, just do it. My motto is done is better than perfect. There we go. Done is better than perfect. So I encourage you just to get started. Take small steps to to elevate. I keep saying that word. I need to stop saying that word elevate. It just keeps coming back to mind. But just get started. Trying different things. I know some people say, oh, I'm not media savvy or things like that. Go hop on YouTube and research how to do a live stream, how to take a 360-degree video. I'm thinking of all these things. How to do a live story on Instagram. Because once you get started, friends, I promise it will get easier. And like I said, I'm not trying to make this a promo to hire me or whatever, but simply send a message, and I'd love to tell you some of the tools I use in order to reach my audience. So I think 11 minutes so far. So I want to get to the good part. So my special announcement is that my website is now live. I am so excited. It's been a long time coming for my website to be live. It's simple. Just go to kelseylitchfield.com. The domain transferred this morning, which if it wasn't, I had nothing for you tonight. So thank you, Squarespace. But my website's now live, and the reason I say that it's a long time coming is I talked about earlier of the importance of just starting. It took me forever just to start my website because I saw how big of a project it was, all the copy I had to write, the video I filmed. There's a cool video component on my new website. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. But that's why I encourage people just to get started. There was one snowy day in December. I just sat down that night and just got started and got so much done within just like 3 hours. So that's why I stress the importance of just starting, because most of the time your fear is getting started and thinking about what others are going to think. And frankly, that's not the case anymore. You just need to get started and focus on what you want to do. Focus on where you want to go within your own career and just keep going. And it's amazing enough to see the people that support you. So you can go on to www.kelseylitchfield.com. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm on a Facebook Live. You want to say hi?
No. Why are you sitting in the middle of the room for?
Because it's more light. Bye. That was my dad. I put a sign on my door that says, please do not disturb, because I'm recording. Apparently he can't read. That's okay. But anyways, my website is live. I'm excited for you to go see it. It's kind of my official launch into my own digital media consultancy and what I want to do and where I want to go. And I think this website's the first stepping stone into the right direction. So like I said, one more time, www.kelseylitchfield.com. I'm available to talk to people if they just want to know how they can make their brand more visible to their audience using social media tools, using photos and videos, and things like that. So let me know what you think of my website. Comment below. The rest of the vlogs that I've done so far are on this profile. And just message me and I'll see how I can help. All right? Have a great week, everyone.